Okay. Hello, Pam. How are you today?
I'm well. How are you, Melissa?
I'm pretty darn good. So the point of our meeting today was to kind of map out a career and learning plan for you. I have previously sent you a copy of the plan via email. Did you receive that?
Yes, I did. Thank you very much.
Okay, so as we go through, we'll identify our strengths that we're bringing to the table and identify any barriers that you may experience, and then we can set some goals for your learning and how that will transition over to career planning for you, or maybe helping you have a better idea as to what it is you want to do with your career.
Okay.
Sound good?
Yes,
Okay. And I believe you told me that you were currently employed at the college. Is that correct?
that is correct.
And what do you do here?
I'm an assistant for one of our offices here on campus.
Okay. And is that with an office? Because I see that your major is communications.
Yes.
Does the job that you do on campus, is it part of like communications or?
A little bit. I mean, there's always a part, in every job, I think, of communications, but I do occasionally get to write a little blurb for our email blast that goes out to all of our employees. So that I would like to do more of that.
Okay.
And that's why I'm looking at something.
So when you think about getting your degree in communications, have you thought a lot about what a career would look like or what you'd want to do with that?
Well, I know I've always enjoyed writing. I've been told that I'm a good writer by different people, and it's just something I think that no matter what happens, we're always going to need people to produce content, written content, as well as video and all the other forms of communication we have.
Okay, so are you thinking about a career in like communications media, or like writing for a newspaper, or?
Honestly, I'd really like to write for a newspaper, but I just feel like I have strengths that are not being used, and I'm not being challenged. And I think it'll take me having to get a degree so that I can do more of the things that challenge me.
Okay, that sounds good. So when we look at your education, you've not been to college at all, correct?
That
This
is
is your
correct.
first go at it.
That is correct.
Okay. How long has it been since you've been in school?
Oh gosh. Well, I'm going to say close to 20 years, maybe.
20 years. Okay.
Yeah.
And do you have any, have you gotten any kind of professional certifications or anything like that in like any field at all?
No, none whatsoever.
Okay. Well, let's go ahead and maybe set some goals. So you have already said that you have an idea that you would like to maybe work for a newspaper.
Mhm.
How have you had an opportunity to actually experience what that would look like a career in that, like through an internship or a practicum or anything?
Not yet. I mean, I did a little bit of work, on our high school newspaper, but that's been quite a while ago, and I really enjoyed that. So I haven't been able to do any of those kind of things, but
Okay.
I would love to do something like that if that's a possibility.
Okay. And so starting out with your gen eds, when you're planning for your classes, are you going to want to just do all of your gen eds first, or do you plan on taking some of your classes for communications along with the gen eds?
I don't know that I've thought that far ahead, but I don't know. I can see reasons for doing both, because I just want to kind of knock the gen eds out so that later I can concentrate on those core classes. But then I'm thinking, it might help to take a little bit of communication and to kind of keep me motivated and interested.
Okay. And since you're pretty solid on what it is that you want to do, it's not like you're in a situation of, well, maybe I should take these classes to figure out if this is something I actually want to do, or if maybe my interest is somewhere else, since you're pretty solid with that.
Yeah, I've always known what I wanted to do. I mean, that's kind of always been the plan for me. Even when I was little, I always enjoyed writing, even before, I mean, if it was just pen and paper,
Mhm.
I enjoy the process.
Okay. Can you, do you see any barriers, to your engagement with your education?
Well, I mean, with work, there's always, trying to balance that, working full time and going to classes. So there is that. And then I've got, although I don't have any of my own children, I have 5 brothers and sisters and a multitude of nieces and nephews. And I want to spend time with them. And of course, there's always hobbies and other things that I like to do. So the barrier, I think, would be juggling all the responsibilities I have by, even if it's just being a good friend or a family member needs me, my parents are getting older. That's a concern.
Okay.
So
How
time
are,
management.
this was getting ready to say, how are you with time management? Do you feel like you would be able to, like, I guess I should ask first, with your classes, how many hours do you plan to take a semester?
I would, I'm thinking maybe I'll start out, maybe taking 6 or 9, and
Okay.
see how well they go. I mean, eventually I'd like to maybe go full time if I think I can, but I don't want to bite off more than I can chew right away. I want to start off kind of small and, just make sure that I can do it.
Okay. So how do you feel you are with time management?
Well, I mean, I feel I can always be better, because I know there are some times that I should be doing other things that I'm not,
Mhm.
and so yeah, maybe that's something that I can work on. I don't think it's horrible, but it probably can use some improvement.
Okay. So would you, when we're looking at your goals and your overall goals, and we're saying that maybe time management maybe is like a micro goal, like setting, doing better with completing or engaging in time management. Do you feel like that would be like a micro goal that you'd like to work on?
Probably, yes.
Okay. And so our overall goal then is, and I'm going to ask you, do you want to set, when we're setting goals, do you want to set long-term goals, or does it work better for you to set like short-term goals, like
Short-term
3, 6,
goals
9
that
months?
I'm more of a short-term goal
Okay.
kind of
So
person.
what is it that we would like to complete, like say in the next 3 months? Is that too far out, or do you feel like
No,
you could
yeah,
shoot farther?
next 3 months that's good. Yeah.
Okay. So what is a goal that you would like to complete in the next 3 months?
Gosh, I don't know. I'd like to get started if I can.
Okay. So when you say get started, do you mean enrolled, or have you enrolled?
I've not enrolled yet.
Okay. So we can maybe as goal 1 put get enrolled.
Mm-hmm.
And when would you like to be enrolled by?
Well, let's see, when is the next time that I can enroll?
You can enroll now.
Okay, well, if I can do it now, I mean, then I can knock it out, and that would be good.
Okay. So get enrolled, and then obviously you'll start your classes. What is another goal that you have?
Well, I obviously want to do well in my classes.
Okay.
And so maybe maintain maybe a 3.0 GPA or better.
Okay. And so maybe it's under that goal that we put that that micro goal of time management.
Okay.
Or we could actually even, yeah, let's put it as a micro goal.
Okay.
And what is it that you feel like would help? What is it that you feel like would be of benefit to work on in order to get what you feel is good time management? Like, would it help if you kept like a planner and you like hour per hour blocked out, like, well, I'm at work from 8 to 5, and then from 5 to 7 I go to class, and then from 7 to 9 I study.
Yeah, I think that would be good to have that planner and to follow that as much as possible.
Okay. So what we can do is putting under action steps. We can put, do you have a planner?
No, I do not.
Okay, so we can put get a planner.
Okay,
And then after we get you enrolled, you'll be able to see when your classes actually are. So you'll be able to then in your planner, put in there Monday, Wednesday, Friday, or Tuesday, Thursday, whatever your schedule is, you can put those straight out the gate, put those on your count in your planner.
okay,
And then after that, maybe then the next step. So in your planner, you'll put your work schedule in there, right?
Mhm.
And then you're going to block out all the times for your classes.
Mhm.
And then the next step in that planner would then be putting in study time. So planning for your study
Okay.
time. And
Yeah.
then planning for your hobbies and planning for your family time.
Right. Yeah. Okay.
And then you'll just kind of live by your planner for the next 4 months
Okay.
for your classes. Do you have any other short-term goals that you would like to set right now?
I can't think of any.
Okay. Okay, sounds good. So we'll get you enrolled today. And you said you want to enroll in at least 2 classes?
I think so. Yeah.
Have you already completed financial aid?
No, I have not.
Okay, is that something you feel like you will need to do as well?
I probably better. Yeah.
Okay, so we can make that as another goal, or a micro goal is complete financial aid.
Okay.
And then under steps, so the action steps that we would need to get these goals completed is once we get enrolled, is going over to financial aid. Do you know how to fill out the FAFSA?
I've never filled one out.
Okay, so do you feel as though if I sent you a link for FAFSA, you would be able to fill it out on your own, or do you feel like you need assistance?
I think I could do that myself.
Okay, so I'll send you a
But-
link.
If I had, I mean, is there someone that I can call if I have questions or something like that?
Yes.
Okay.
So what I'll do is I'll email you the link for the FAFSA website, as
Okay.
well as information on the campus resources for financial aid. And if you have any
Okay.
question, they can meet with you and help you fill that out.
All right.
Okay. And then of course, with books, if we enrolled you today, and it usually takes a minute to find out from financial aid what your assistance is going to look like, would you be able to purchase your books and pay for your tuition in the meantime while you wait if it doesn't come in soon enough?
I should be able to do that. Yeah.
Okay. All right. And then since this is your first time taking classes, which 2 classes do you think you'll take?
I'm not sure. I think maybe I should start out in something that I know I'm good at, you
Okay.
know, where my strengths lie, because I'd like to get started on the right foot. You know,
Okay.
I know that in the past I've struggled with math, and so maybe not a math class right out of the gate,
Okay.
but I've always enjoyed public speaking. I've enjoyed writing, even history. I've
Okay.
always liked history, so maybe something like that, one of those
Okay.
classes.
So for this planning period, since this is going to kind of run consistent in timeframes with your first semester, what we could do then is look at next semester and do another one of these and plan for maybe what you would need in order to be successful once you decide to start taking math, such
Okay.
as like setting up a tutor and planning to meet with a tutor if you feel like you needed that.
Yeah.
Okay. So we'll start out with classes that you know you can succeed in. Are there any other campus resources that you feel like you might that might be of benefit to you to help you be successful?
Gosh, I don't even know what all the resources there are on campus.
Okay. So the university here is a resource rich university, and we have all sorts of support services as well as activities for engagement.
Okay.
And what I could do is send you the information on the various programs here on campus.
Okay.
One of them being the Office of Adult Learning, that's here specifically to support returning adult learners.
Okay.
With resources, support, mentoring. And so I could send you that information and you could take a look at excuse me, the different community or the different campus resources. And then we could talk again to if you needed help getting enrolled in or set up with those places.
Okay, that'd be great.
And then trying to see, do you feel as though you'd like to do an internship or practicum your very first semester?
Boy, I don't know, maybe it's my first, maybe not my first semester, because I feel like, getting back into taking classes and working, maybe I ought to make sure I can do that and then try an internship. I mean, I maybe that's a long-term goal then.
Okay. And so what I could do is send you some information from our career services on campus. And you could maybe start planning for maybe next semester or the following semester as far as what practicums or internships or paid work experiences there might be out there to get your feet wet in like communication with like writing news or whatever.
Right. Yeah. Yeah, that'd be good.
Okay. So those will be the resources that I will send to you. Do you have any questions?
So are online classes an option, or?
So they're going to be program specific. And so we'll have to look and see per the schedule of courses, which courses within your college for communications have online courses.
Okay.
So we can
Alright.
take a look at that here when we go to enroll you
Okay.
to see which classes are online and which ones you may have to take in person.
Okay. Yeah.
Is that something that you're more wanting to do?
I just feel like, with a busy schedule, I mean, I want to take some classes in person, but I feel like maybe, if I can take some online, that might help, a little bit, trying to work full time and get all my hours in working, and
Mhm.
so, because yeah, if I could work on a class, on the weekends, and that way I don't have to miss too much work to go to
Mhm.
classes. So.
So
that-
when we're building your schedule, let's look at the gen eds that are online based.
Okay.
And if you'd like to do that, then we can just build that with online classes up until the point that it's not an option anymore. And then you can decide if you wanted to split like online and on campus or what you wanted to do at that point.
Yeah,
Does that sound like a plan?
I like that plan.
Okay, sounds good. Well, we'll go ahead then and we'll discuss your enrollment. We'll get you enrolled and then we'll send you over, I'll send you the link for financial aid and you can get that going.
All right, perfect.
Cool. Thanks, Pam.
You bet. Thank
All
you.
right.